Okay, so today a bit of tier 9 action just for a change. Luckily at the moment there's over 1,000 people on the Aussie server, so we can actually pull out some of the higher tier tanks and actually get games, which is nice. And what better way than to jump into the good old Tortoise. This thing is probably just as good as it ever was. I mean, it might struggle against tier 10s, but this is a really good matchup. There's only 2 tier 9s in the game, and we've got a lot of tier 8s, so really perfect matchup for this tank. And this is where you've really got to do well. You've got to play this thing as a heavy tank or an assault TD. You can't sit at the back and snipe. Now I was thinking about going out around a bit wider there, but I think no, I better actually just go right to this rock in front of me here, so I can actually protect all my side and the weak point on top of the tank. Now, doesn't look like there's anything too much around here at the moment. Even here you can see it's a little bit difficult. There's something. It's a Tiger 2. Now the Tiger 2's been substantially buffed in recent times. I think it's received maybe a couple of buffs. So its armour, particularly its turret armour, works a lot more effectively than it used to. Now this is an interesting game, and we'll see the power of the Tortoise definitely on display in this game. Also see the mobility of the Tortoise on display. Just beautiful. Oh, that's what we like to see. Nice flat armour. I am going to shoot gold. I'm sorry, but these days you virtually have to. Now we can go straight through the turret of the Oho. I mean, the Oho is just one of those tanks now. It used to be a bit of a god in the old days when HE worked, and when there wasn't as much gold fired, but now it's just terrible. That surprised me a bit, straight through the turret of the BZ-176. Struggling a bit with the King Tiger still, but he's also struggling with us. Oh yes, oh. Made a mess of that poor old BZ. Now the BZ is such an overpowered tank at tier 8. I've been playing one of my premium heavies at tier 8, and you come across a BZ and there's almost nothing you can do against it. I can't pin it, can't do anything. Now I'm going to leave the Skoda here to hold this point, because you can clearly see at this point we're really losing on the beach, and we've got to stop that. We've got to block the hole, roll them over on the beach, otherwise we're in danger of losing this game. Our IS-6 was really dumb and attacked down the other side on his own pretty much with just a few mediums and got himself killed. The IS-6 is definitely another tank of yesteryear that really hasn't held up. Its gun power is just really let us down. Now the Skoda's doing the right thing. He's not pushing, he's just holding that point. We do have quite a few tanks down here. They're not great tanks, and somehow the Charioteer is managing to survive. Now this is where this thing can be a huge bully of a beast. There's not a lot they can do to stop me, particularly on full health. He panicked a bit there, he fired on the move, never a good idea. So he's gone. Now I could probably pin his superstructure, but I want to try and get a shot on his hull, which I do. And we take him out. It's just as easy as that. don't really need premium on this guy, so we'll swap back, but I'll lose time reloading. And now we'll go after the other load. So there you go. We've really accounted for 3 of the 4 tanks that were on the verge of breaking through here. That wasn't very lame, but we'll now make up for that. And there we go. So we actually get all 4 of those guys. Now I'm not going to go down the beach, I'm going to go back up the top because we've basically lost the whole flank. But in killing those 4 tanks, we've totally owned this game. So we're up to 3,400 damage, which is pretty good. It's not great for this tank. This gun is voracious, and if the enemies will sit in front of you, you can get huge damage totals. The reload on this tank is in the 6-second area. And a lot of people don't realise that you can load this tank quite so quickly. I can't remember exactly what it is, and you can't see in the replay, but I think it's about 6.5 seconds, depending on what you're running. See, I am running food. I think I've got an advanced gun rammer on this, so I get a little bit of more of a boost than I normally would. So all in all, a pretty good effort by this thing. Now here's our friend the Tiger 2. He's still there, and he's still alive, so maybe we can get a bit more pain into him. Now of course, the big disadvantage of this tank is its speed. It's got lots and lots of armour, it's very heavy, and it doesn't have a particularly gigantic engine, so it struggles a bit with speed. But you absolutely must run a turbo in this thing. It makes a huge difference. I've just got the standard turbo in this, but I'm seriously thinking that, oh, there we go, finish him off. Now again, I think I'm going to head back towards the base a little bit because that's where most of them are. They're pushing in on our base on the other side, so we'll just swing around and head back. Maybe. Well, we could always go over the top. That might be a more direct route, perhaps. Anyway, let's go. Now we'll go back. We'll put into our normal rounds in, because there really aren't that many tanks now with heavy armour left, and the standard pin on this is not bad. If we have a look, 259, it's not the best at this tier by any means, but it's not too bad. And 326 for our premium, that's also not bad, but it's not marvellous. Oh, this looks tasty. Don't really need premium. I mean, the Iron Arnie's a difficult bloody target, but not when you take him from the side. And he's going to struggle. When you catch people out like this, he was aiming at us, but we take him out, and that gives us 6, so that gives us our top gun. Now we're probably not going to get anybody else, but the game is over. We've made a big contribution now with 4,800, 6 kills, quite a bit of spotting too, 1,300 spotting, so we've been at the forefront of this battle, and I'd have to think that we've been the main reason our team have prevailed. Even if our guys were able to hold the enemy tanks on the beach, we would have been flanked by the fact that they'd taken the other side. So me getting rid of those guys quickly was really what enabled us to win. Anyway, good effort.